What up, you dingus? You're listening to the Definitely Not Good podcast, where stories are created, but they're definitely, probably not good. I'm your host, CJ, and I'm here with my producer, Nuckety.
Hey.
And today on our journey, we got a very, very special guest, Wax the producer.
What's good? Run me up.
Man, he's here. He's here with us. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's definitely not good.
This is definitely not good.
We're back. Definitely Not Good podcast. Wax, how you doing?
I'm straight, man. You know, I'm out here living.
Man, tell me
Catching vibes.
Tell me a secret about yourself, something that nobody knows.
The secret about me that, well, I don't have too many secrets, but one thing that not many people know, I fell out of a tree when I was like, how old was I? I was like 7 or 8. A willow tree.
Dang.
Like hella high. Like, you know how they go up over? Like I climbed up. My sister climbed up there first. I followed her up there. She made it back down safely. And then for whatever reason, my shoe got, it was crazy. Like I remember the color. I remember everything that happened. I remember the shoes I had on that day.
Yeah.
Anyways, long story short, I fell out of that tree.
That's
on my
crazy.
back. I didn't break nothing.
You didn't
though.
break anything. You're completely fine.
That's the crazy part. Because I was like falling. Like you.
Was it in slow motion?
Splat. Everything was in slow motion. Like it's crazy. When stuff like that happens, it's in slow motion.
That's crazy, man.
But yeah.
I'm
and my
glad
mom,
yeah.
You know, the black mom thing, she obviously at the time I'm like on my back, like, oh my gosh, whatever. She came out there, she threw me in the tub. Next thing you know, she's yelling like, what was you doing? So, you know, when they get scared, they get upset. So
man, I'm glad you survived your tree fall.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah,
It's
it's
back thing.
probably good for everybody.
Yeah.
I think you didn't die.
It's a blessing.
You want to do the warm up thingy?
Yeah.
I got a warm up thingy.
What's the warm up thing? What's good?
So this is what I decided recently to make this the warm up for our guests is to the best of your ability.
Okay.
I want you to hum the theme song to Our Real Monsters.
I don't remember.
To the best of your ability.
Best of your ability, whatever you can remember.
I don't get like a demo idea.
No,
bro,
man.
I haven't watched that.
Just straight from the memory bank, from the hard drive. What you got?
It's just off the top.
Yup.
You can do it.
Let me see if I can dive back to my 90s. Let me see. I don't know. I don't remember. I knew it was some weird eerie thing.
Keep going.
It?
You're so close.
Real monsters. Something like that.
Oh, yeah. No, that was right.
That's all I got.
I can't believe you did
He
it.
said all real monsters.
Man, 2 in a row. They just got it perfect.
They got it perfect every time.
crazy.
I'm actually surprised.
it?
Might have to retire this.
That's not how it goes. Bro, that's not how it goes.
I mean,
It's exactly how it goes, man.
it's exactly how it goes.
Somebody, come on, man. What?
Thank you for reminding us what the theme song was, because we
got
forgot.
you. Yeah.
I personally forgot.
It's hilarious.
So how this podcast works is we're basically going to come up with a story, and it's definitely probably not good, but we're going to do our best. We got wheels that we're going to spin to discover what category of genre, what category of like villain, to help us decide and steer us in the direction of whatever the fates have for us in our story. Mm-hmm. And we're going to follow a 3-act structure, beginning, middle, end.
Right.
And we'll go from there. Well, do either of you have any other stories you want to share before we get that first wheel spinning?
Did you want to do an ad thing?
Oh, yeah. So we don't have any sponsorship, so we're going to spin a wheel to discover what we're sponsoring today.
Oh, okay.
And
I like that.
We could use your help to come up with the ad.
Okay, easy.
There's a writer's strike going on right now, so we don't really have time to sit down and write it. So we have to just improv. It's a new writing, improv.
I like that.
So I'm gonna go ahead and spin for an ad. We're spinning it. Spin. Today's episode is brought to you by The Library.
The library. Have you ever wanted to go somewhere in person and not scroll on your phone?
You like to read books?
Take your imagination on a journey.
Oh.
With our written.
We got a professional. They also have DVDs if you're still into physical media like that.
Some even have video games, but probably not yours. Your library probably doesn't have video games.
Say, do you miss Blockbuster? I know a place. It's a grand place. You can find everything you need there.
The library.
The library.
There's one in every city.
Matter of fact, let's just really make sure we're talking at an appropriate volume. I'm
so sorry.
Can't talk too loud.
Damn.
I hope nobody's mad at me.
You're supposed to be whispering this whole time. That's crazy.
All time.
Oh my gosh.
Libraries.
Libraries.
Thank you. I
Thank you,
like that.
libraries.
That line you said about take somewhere to
Take your imagination on a journey.
Oh man.
Do you remember
Incredible.
Hey, you remember the Reading Rainbow?
Yeah.
That's what I was
Do
thinking
I
about.
remember reading Rainbow?
You don't know that theme song though.
Butterfly in the sky.
Yeah. I can go twice as high.
Bitch, take a look.
It's in the book.
I'm reading Rainbow.
Beautiful.
It's lit.
Fantastic.
Before we start, I just want to ask, Nuck, did you run over anybody today?
Only 2 people.
2 people?
It's a record, It's never been that low.
Elaborate.
Well, see, I was driving here, actually. I was coming here, and this person just ran out in the street, and I was like, whoa, what are you doing? I'm late, so I'm not gonna stop, so I just kept going.
Yeah.
And then when I hit him, they made this noise. It wasn't a good noise. It was
Like a thud.
Sort of a thud, more like a splat, Like, you ever drop a watermelon off the side of a building?
That's nasty.
It's kind of like that.
I have not dropped a watermelon off the side of a building, but now I want to.
Now you want to?
I get
Yeah.
the concept though.
Yeah, it's probably pretty satisfying.
It was pretty satisfying.
Okay. And you made it here. Do you have anyone looking for you right now, or are we all good?
No, I think we're good.
Okay. Took care of the traces. All right. Cool.
Nah, I think he just kept going.
It just kept going.
He was
Just kept
running
going.
late. Remember?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, I was late. I had to
Clean
get in.
up.
Okay.
What am I supposed to stop?
Dedicated to the craft.
That's
I like
crazy.
it.
Yeah, it's
I
a
like
clean
it.
up. Have you ever seen 3-year-olds playing? Nothing gets cleaned up.
That's true, man.
don't clean it up.
They're having
Yeah,
the
you
best
clean it up,
time.
keep going.
They're having the best time. I
Why
wish
would
I
you
was
clean it
3.
up?
Exactly.
Man. Okay. Let's spin that first wheel. Let's figure out what genre of movie we're making today.
Okie dokie, it's spinning. We're going for a fantasy movie.
A fantasy. I like it. I like it. Fantasy
Okay.
is such a broad spectrum.
Gives you a lot of room. It's real malleable.
When I think of fantasy, I usually think of fairies.
Ooh.
But I don't really see much fairy stuff.
You talking like fairies, like Peter Pan, or like fairies?
Nah, that's the wrong kind of fairy, man. I don't
Fairy
like.
godfather.
I like Tinkerbell. That's a Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell. I like Tinkerbell, but Peter
Tinkerbell?
Pan's like.
Wait,
Do you mean Tinkerbell?
Did
Is
you
that what
say
you're trying to
Did
say?
I say Tinkerbell?
You said Tinklebull.
he said Tinklebull.
All right,
Tinkerbell?
this is going to come back somewhere in the story.
That's funny.
Yeah, so that's going to be our genre. What's our next wheel?
Time period.
Time period. Let's spin it.
Spin it. We're gonna spin it. Spin it. Wheel. So we're doing fantasy in the 60s.
Interesting.
In the 60s. The swinging 60s, baby.
Hold on,
yeah.
I gotta think. What's going on in the 60s?
It's the summer of love,
There was hippies.
All the hippity dippities.
Hippies. I wasn't even a twinkle in no hippies' eye at that point.
Oh man, 60s.
That's like Martin. That's civil rights, bro.
Yeah, maybe
Oh, yeah.
like
Also, civil rights movement.
maybe the fantasy is that we have rights. I don't know. Let's not go that direction unless we spin something similar. But
Oh man,
fantasy in the 60s.
Fantasy in the 60s.
Shoot, man. I mean, I'm thinking of Never Ending Story, but that's 80s, isn't it?
What if it's like in a fairy tale land? There's like segregation.
I'm thinking that's the only thing that comes to mind.
Orcs and
Segregation
fairies.
of orcs and fairies.
Orcs and fairies don't get along.
Okay, I could dig that.
Okay,
Orcs think they're better than everybody.
Yeah, they do.
Or the fairies. Probably the fairies. I feel like the
The
fairies.
fairies would think they're better
fairies,
than
they would be
everyone.
bougie.
Yeah,
they got
would be
pixie
bougie.
dust and all that stuff.
What's our next wheel?
The character's job.
All right, what's our character's job?
We're spinning that wheel. We're spinning that wheel. A delivery person.
Interesting.
Ah,
What is
oh,
our
man.
character flaw?
that's rough stuff.
Come on.
Delivery
Come
driver.
on. We spinning that. They have a bad diet.
Don't we all?
Yeah, that main character is definitely an orc.
Yeah.
He's definitely.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, that sound like bottom of the barrel. He in the 60s. He a delivery. Bad
What's he-
diet.
what's he
living in
delivering?
poverty.
Cheeseburgers?
Nah, he in
Delivering
poverty, bro. That's poverty talking.
Keeps going to McOgres.
Yeah, this was like- man, McOgres. Instead of fries was hidden one day.
So our next one is our antagonist.
Next one's antagonist.
All right. What's our antagonist?
The IRS.
This all goes together. In my mind, this shit goes together, bro. That's
does,
crazy.
right?
It's got to.
Yo, okay.
Yo, of
Okay.
course the IRS would be on his ass.
Okay, what's his name? I need a
Damn.
name for this dude.
Tinklebull.
Tinkle-
No.
Nah, that's too complicated.
Maybe that's a last name.
That's a fairy name.
We need like he gotta have like a 1 syllable name. Like
Like-
a 1 to 2 syllable name. He a orc in poverty, bro.
Like something like
Burp.
you said burp.
Burp.
Yeah, it's
Burp
either
Tinklebull.
Bert, like Bobbert or something like that. Like
Burp.
you
Burp.
gotta think like greasy looking
Burp Tinkle.
Like
overalls.
Gurk.
No, that doesn't sound like an ogre name. We're going for an ogre, right?
Yeah, ogre.
yeah.
I'm talking. Think dad hat delivery.
Burp fart.
Man. I feel it. I feel it somewhere in there.
It's in there.
I feel like I just have to make
It's
some
like
syllables.
a bob or something. Like a
Like mope.
mope.
Gorp.
Gorp.
Ooh, Gorp's
That's
a
it
good
right
one.
there.
Gorp's
That's
a good
it.
one.
That's
Yeah,
the
I
name.
like Gorp.
Yeah,
His name's
Gorp.
Gorp. All right.
Dang, that's rough.
No last name given.
No last name. He just named
He couldn't
Gorp.
afford it.
Gorp.
He couldn't afford it.
He couldn't afford the last name.
Gorp.
He's too poor.
You too
Right.
close.
IRS took
impoverished.
that. They said, you ain't gonna pay? All right. You got that last name.
Hey, Wax, can you do me a favor and play Gorp in this for
I'll
us?
play- all right, I'll
unless
play
you want,
Gorp.
unless you want to go on the ferry side. What
Nah, I'll
you
be
digging?
Gorp.
You'll be Gorp.
Let's be Gorp.
Okay,
Yeah, man.
perfect. All right, so he's a delivery driver. Gorp's flaw was that he
His
a bad diet.
Bad diet, man.
So he eats a bunch of bullshit.
So you're saying he delivers,
He's going through the struggle, sounds like.
going through the struggle. Is
Yeah.
he? So he's like a DoorDash guy, right?
Yeah, like
Yeah, let's say that.
Uber Eats, DoorDash.
What's the equivalent of DoorDash in Fantasyland?
Orc dash. No. Door. Do. You got anything?
I'm trying to mesh a word with delivers. Like, it was like, what they got no more?
Dash.
Once upon a delivery.
Sauron's delivery service or something.
Oh, I like both of those. Once Upon a Delivery is pretty good though too.
Once upon a delivery, I like that.
Once upon
Yeah.
a delivery.
That's
We're going
hard.
with that.
Yeah.
Once upon a delivery.
Once there's one word. Once upon a.
What was his antagonist again?
The IRS.
IRS. Oh,
That
damn.
government trying to get him.
Okay.
Trying to get at him.
Man, the IRS in the Fantasyland.
That's
you know,
rough.
I feel like we got to banter just a bit more about this. There's just so much to build up in the fantasy world, right?
I think it should
want
be
their
more like
money.
an IRS agent. Obviously, the IRS as a unit, right? As an
Yeah.
organization.
Right,
but
yeah.
the issue
One-
is he's
one special guy?
Yeah, like he has an issue with this IRS agent that's on his ass
okay.
for whatever reasons.
Yeah.
It could be tax reasons.
He's not paying his taxes.
Not paying his
Orc tax.
Yeah, his orc tax.
His orc tax. He's got a tax that he has to pay for being alive.
Just for being an orc. Oh my gosh, we in the 60s, baby.
The 60s was wild.
60s
Yup.
was wild.
Yep.
So he got orc blood.
Damn. What is the name of this fantasy land? Are we just calling this Earth?
No, I think we can do better than that.
We'll call it green
Girth.
girth.
I don't know. I don't like that.
I like girth.
Girth.
That
Just
sounds
girth?
wrong a little
It sounds,
bit,
yeah, it
but
sounds suggestive. I don't know.
yeah.
Go girth.
The place where orcs and fairies live.
Fairies. No, but fairies wouldn't live on Girth.
Is
They would.
Foon taken?
It's like the fairies would be the fairies would essentially be like the man. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
everything would be structured around.
Oh,
Police.
true. So it'd be a fairy. It'd be
The
like
orcs
a
are trying to
fairy.
integrate in
That's
the fairy,
true.
you know,
That's
the fairy
true.
society. That's why
Okay,
you
so
got
we're
many
living
issues.
within this country, this country of,
Yeah.
of fairies.
Fantopia.
Fantopia.
Oh, yeah. We're in Fantopia.
Fantopia.
I think I messed with that.
I got like a Starbucks there. Just
Pixie Bucks.
Pixie Bucks.
Pixie Bucks.
Yeah, Pixie Bucks. Yeah.
God damn it.
Dang.
Yeah.
There's a Pixie Bucks on every corner.
I think we got to have, lots of girls are going to roll their eyes right now, but I think we have to have a love interest who's also a pixie or a fairy. What do you
Yeah,
think?
low key, just to kind of
Just
get
like
that,
a low key
that dynamic.
one. Yeah. Maybe she works at Pixie Bucks.
Should I be writing this down?
No.
I think we just have to just keep our mental notes.
Let's just kind of keep the mental
We'll
note.
remember. We'll remember.
I know we're in the 60s. I'm a delivery guy,
Named Gorp.
and the IRS is on my ass, and I got a bad diet.
We got it.
Damn.
It's crazy.
Hey, let's just start. What about that? So
Let's go.
This first scene, where is Gorp at?
The library.
The library. Oh shoot, what's he doing there?
Looking in the sponsor. He's looking up because they don't have the internet yet. So he's looking up. He's looking up how to you know you know what I mean.
Yeah. He's looking up tax evasion. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to figure out how to hold on. Is there the library?
At the library.
So let's say this, all right? This first opening scene, we have like a beautiful library that's like fairy themed, right? It's just sprawling catalogs of magic and other fairy stuff, right? And we have this orc, Gorp, who has his glasses on, and he's picking up books and he's like sprawling through it, and it's just like this classical music is playing in the background, right? And he's
eating a cupcake.
He's eating a cupcake, yes. He's adding to his collection of books and he's putting it on the table, and then he suddenly realizes he doesn't know how to read.
Crucial. Yeah, so like he's a well-intentioned dude, right? Mm-hmm. And he wants to get out of this situation,
right?
But he got bad habits. This cupcake followed him to the library somehow. So it's crazy. In these
They're so delicious.
Between trying to read, and the cupcake, he chooses the cupcake like, very clearly.
You got a line?
A line. We're in the library. He's reading.
You got to whisper it. Like fucking, damn, this is good.
What does this word say?
Before, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He just whispers just the very slightest thing, and then a fairy comes by. Shut your mouth! You're talking too loud! And then she looks Gorp up and down, and she goes, she points to a sign, no orcs allowed.
No orcs allowed.
What are you doing here, young man?
In his head, he's like, this old pixie bitch. You know, out loud, he's like, but you know what? Excuse me, I'll be on my way.
Well, you certainly better.
With my cupcake.
The cupcake stays.
Bitch. In his head though, you know. He gracefully walks off. He tries to take the
problems.
The fairy dives into the cupcake.
Crazy.
Starts eating it from the inside. I think so, right?
They're small. That's the dynamic. It's the weirdest thing. They have all the power, but this tiny.
Yeah, exactly. So
teacup size.
So you know, after that, Gorp is just kind of walking through the city. We're getting a good lay of the land of Fantopia.
Fantopia.
Is this a sponsor for Fanta? How about we have fountains of soda also, just because I got the Fanta part in it. Orange soda.
For sure.
We'll just say like canon that fairies love sugar, so they're all about sugar. Everybody's got a bad diet here, by the way. It's not just Gorp. Maybe Gorp has the worst diet.
Oh, he's much worse than everybody.
No, but that be part of the dynamic. Like, they love sugar, but it doesn't affect them the same way as...
fucks Gorp up, man.
Yeah, it messed them up. So he can't even indulge in what they get to indulge in. It's all around them.
Dang. Do they just eat sugar?
Maybe they really just eat sugar.
Oh, shoot.
You know what I'm saying? Then boom, that's their whole diet.
Let's take a pause real quick. What does Gorp look like?
Bro, he oily. But it's not because he don't try to clean himself. It's just his situation. His circumstances suck. Yeah, he's seeping. I'm talking like sweat from every gland possible.
He got boils.
He don't cry. He sweats. He just sweats. You know what I'm saying?
He doesn't cry. He just sweats.
When he's stressed out, it just looks bad for him at all times. Like,
is he green, or is like a goblin, or is he like orc, like a Lord of the Rings?
Dark, like
gray,
like a leathery gray.
Okay,
leathery gray.
I like that. I like that.
Pig nose.
Yeah, like pig nose.
What's something that Gorp is passionate about or likes?
Reading.
He likes reading, but he can't read. But he's trying. That's important. He's ambitious.
He goes to the library because he's like, well, if I do this enough, eventually these words will come to me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll pick it up.
Dang, man, that's ambitious. And he got kicked out of a library.
Kicked out of a library, trying to do better for himself.
For whispering too damn loud.
For being too much of an orc.
Oh, snap. So he's walking through. We're getting the lay of the land. You know, fairies are flying past him, and they're like, you know, putting their nose up, and, you know, one really rowdy one bumps into him. He's like, watch where you're going.
Tiny.
It's tiny. Like, you know,
with the hella deep voice.
Yeah.
What's your problem, bro?
That's funny.
You know, he looks into his pocket and pulls out some candy, some Laffy Taffy, and he eats it. And you can just kind of tell he recoils from the sugar. He's not getting any nutritional value from it. He looks across the street and he sees his off again, on again girlfriend Cassandra Lily? Cassandra Lily. Kalili.
She gotta be at work though, right?
No, she's a fairy.
The fairy.
He's
Yeah.
smashing a fairy?
Yeah.
Smashing a
Oh,
fairy?
shit.
Yeah.
That gotta be low key.
That's low key.
We got a little Romeo and Juliet going on here.
So, he goes into
I'm a Capulet.
the Pixie Bucks. It's a long line as usual.
There's always a long line.
And it's just full of fairies. And it's like, and you hear one of the orders in front. I'll have an extra pixie dust frappuccino with extra cream
Grande.
and extra shots, no calories.
Extra magic.
Extra magic.
Extra magic. I think he walks in there, he gets side eyed though. Like, why you in here?
For sure. Everybody
as he comes in.
stops.
There's no seats even big enough for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He
yeah.
can't even sit down in there.
There's some lo-fi music playing and it stops when he walks in.
Yo, exactly. Tape stop.
Yeah, you cut to the DJ who's holding not an iPod, but a record, literal record, and he just stops the record. He literally lifts it, and he just ignores. Or what does he do?
Well, he kind of like, for him, that's normal to him. He's used to that kind of treatment. So he walks in. At this point, he's like, well, I'm going to just make my order. Walks up to the register. He sees, what's her name, Kalili up in there.
Yeah, Kalili.
And it's like, he in a situation where it's like, that's the ex. Should I say something to her? And she kind of gives him a look. He's kind of like, is this mutual? Like, don't come up to me.
Yeah.
Even though he wants to, but, the environment says that's going to be like you ever play, you remember in Wii Bowling? When you throw the ball backwards and they be like, oh, it would be one of those. So they don't want to be in that situation.
So she just takes a deep sigh. Can I take your order?
She's the barista.
She's the barista.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
shit.
you can't, they just have to act.
You
gotta
gotta
play it
talk
cool.
to her.
Gotta play it cool though.
Yeah. What would you like, sir?
I like for us to get back together.
Don't say that so loud. What are you doing here?
I would like, and she shushes him or something like that,
Shh, listen, you can't come here anymore, okay? My parents got really pissed last time you came here.
And then, he raised his voice a little bit, right? One of them old fairy ladies, she heard that and she's on it.
Oh.
She called 911.
she don't
The
like it.
quickness, yeah.
Dang.
You got the Popo Pixies pulling up. So
Okay, so the Popo Pixies are
Yeah.
coming up.
They got in there. They didn't waste no time. They was in there before he even get his order yet.
What are you doing in here, boy?
Dang.
And with the boy too.
Man, I think we got to call it something else. Orky. What are you doing here, Orky?
They call him Ogre.
What are you
Ogre?
doing here, you ogre?
Hard R.
With the hard R? Ogre?
Hard R, the ogre.
Ogre?
Ogre?
Sick of these ogres.
These ogres.
They're ruining our country.
Ogre boy.
Goddamn ogres.
Them ogre boys.
So,
I prefer the term orc.
Dang. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
well, seeing as you're the only, not really paying attention to our no ogres sign right there, plastered everywhere you can dang see, I think we're going to go ahead and arrest you.
The 60s was wild.
Wow. He's on something like, what am I under arrest for? I was just trying to get me a pixie dust.
Or existing young man or old man. You can't really tell with ogres.
Dang, for existing?
Why are you so greasy, boy?
I think at this point, they're going in for an arrest, but they can't really do much. Like they have some.
I think they just want to rough him up a little bit.
They wanna rough him
you know
up?
what I'm saying? And Kalili's over there
Take
like,
that, see?
she feels bad for him, but it's like one of those situations. What's she going to do? Speak up?
Yeah.
Everybody else, she'll get fired from her job.
Exactly. She's
You know what
still
I'm
taking
saying?
orders, actually.
It's a societal norm. Get these
Societal norm.
Gotta
These
just
ogres
let
out
it
of
happen.
here.
So, like,
She's like, come, go around back. I'll give you something out the back.
so what is this police brutality of fairies attacking this orc look like?
What does it look like?
I'm picturing-
I know, they're tiny, so it's more like
They hit them and they really feel like when a little kid hits an adult.
they got magic, though. You know what I'm
They
saying?
do got magic, huh?
So maybe like one of them like full charge rams into your stomach, but it just kind of bounces off. And then another one tries to like sear your eye with magic, but it's just kind of like
Or no, it's like all just emotional abuse.
it's all just emotional.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all because they're so small, they just go in his ear and he can't get them out. So they're just talking crazy to him the whole
Yeah.
time in his
You
ear.
look fat today.
What'd you eat today, piggy? Like, you know what I mean?
Dang.
He's just in his ear going crazy.
What's that smell? I think it's you.
That's psychic damage.
It's very effective.
They're up in his ear going crazy.
All right, so everybody laughs at him, and he's feeling bad. Gorp runs out.
Yeah, he runs up out of there.
He runs up out of there. He's not having a good act one.
No.
But
So this is a rough one.
but
Yeah, he's embarrassed.
He's embarrassed. He can't read. He's going. Where does he live?
Yeah, he lives outside because they in like right with the library. You only have access to that if you're in town. The only reason he's in town is because of work. You know what I'm saying? He lives outside in the outskirts.
Okay.
I'm talking like projects.
The projects.
The Hubble. He lives in a Hubble. A stubble
Hubble.
Hubble. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Well, so he's gonna take the ferry bus back home. You know.
Yeah, he
he's,
didn't get to take his work truck.
He's oh yeah, he's driving. He's a
But he
delivery
didn't
guy,
even
right?
get to take that.
Oh, what would you say?
He didn't even get to take the work truck. He has to drop that off at work.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's in Ferryville over there.
That's
know.
in Ferryville.
Once upon a
delivery.
Yeah, that's up in Ferryville. So you gotta drop that off, get on the bus, head back to the Orktown.
Well, before he can even get home, let's say like he's he does his delivery for the day. You get an idea of like what he's doing. He's carrying these like really small packages, comically small packages
Tiny
to
little
these
boxes.
locations. Does Orc just like a giant in this city, or is it a city that just has?
I think it's a full-size city.
I think it's
but
a full-size city. I think
the ferries are
that's
just
the
small.
joke in itself. Like the ferries just abuse the fact that they're like they have all this power and influence, and they just make these giant structures that they can just fly into. But the orcs are big enough to walk around in, but they can't get in there.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Unless you have access or clearance or something.
these damn ferries.
They see him
Them
coming.
damn ferries, man.
Jeez.
Definitely see him coming too.
So he does his deliveries, there's like a fairy dog that tries to bite him, and it's just, it doesn't do too much.
Fairy dog.
Yeah.
And, he's
It's a
eating all
chihuahua.
this candy along the way.
It's still bigger than the fairies, but it has wings. It's a chihuahua that's bigger than the fairies.
Shoot, I want to get like a B story going. I feel like we should get so we got Gorp. I want like a female orc. Like
She back in the city. Or she back in the town at home.
she's back in town at home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not at his home, but just,
In the Orktown?
where all the orcs are at and stuff like that.
Okay.
Where
okay.
they interact peacefully with each other and stuff. I mean, they got their issues, but
Yeah. So were there this is going to sound really dumb. Were there phones in the 60s?
Not cell phones.
Not cell phones.
weren't
Okay.
they the little
then-
dial things?
Yeah, they had dial phones.
Okay.
They weren't very effective.
Okay. Well,
Not very effective.
let's put a pin in that. So I want to illustrate that like he's having a work day, and like, it's just a normal day for him. He's dealing with adversity. It's just, it's the 60s and Fantopia.
Fantasia
I'll
is a
never
singer.
forget it. Yeah, right. So before he drops his truck off, he's going to take the bus home. However, there is a hooded figure waiting for him.
Ooh, hooded figure.
Sorry, he's not hooded.
Before he gets on the bus?
Before he gets on the bus in its path. I'm sorry, he's not hooded. He's just heavily silhouetted.
The sun setting behind him. You can't really tell.
Mr. Gorp,
Excuse me?
you're late on your payment. He takes a couple steps forward, and you see the glasses kind of like reflect off the side, and it's Matthews. He's just a normal human, but
It's a normal human?
It's a
normal human. But he is an IRS agent, and he takes his job very
they only
seriously.
pop up on certain occasions.
Yeah. It pains me to come down here and have to do this, but especially because I'm missing the Super Bowl as we talk.
During the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl. Oh, I'm so sorry, sir. I'm so sorry. I haven't got paid yet. There's been a holdup at work, and
According to our records, you actually get paid 2 days from now.
yeah, I'll definitely have that payment in first thing.
We want our payment by tomorrow.
Well, damn.
But sir, I don't get paid until 2 days from now.
Mr. Gorp, let me make this perfectly clear. If you do not pay us by the time we've set, we take our payment in your death.
It's so serious, man.
With the what?
Here, it's all signed here, actually. You signed it quite a while ago when you took the job that you have now. And he shows you this document where you just kind of, you also can't read. So you just kind of made just weird sprawlings. But it's one of the documents you signed it.
I didn't sign this.
Well, this is your signature. I believe it is.
Forged.
I'm sorry, Mr. Gorp, but if you don't get that payment in to us by, let's say, noon tomorrow, I will have your life.
The stakes have never been higher.
Next time on Dragon Ball.
Good day, Mr. Gorp. And watch your and safe travels home.
Thanks.
Walks past him into the sunset, and he just disappears.
Yeah, he's low-key speechless at this
Gorp
point.
got to get this money.
Yeah, he got to get to his bag.
Yep. Cut to, so we got Gorp. Who's Gorp's sister?
Glop.
Glop. Glop and Glorp.
Yeah.
Glop is an operator that lives in Orc City. Is that where they're at? Orc City?
I was saying Orktown.
Orktown.
Yeah.
Orktown. Actually sounds cool too. I want to go to Orktown.
Orktown.
So she's like an operator. She's like, operate, like, can you please hold? And like, it's kind of weird how operators work in this world. Magic literally gets sent through wires. It's kind of like, doesn't make sense. Like, just use electricity, but they don't have electricity. The magic comes
magic.
in through, exactly. And she's like, operator, please hold. Operator, please hold. And Fairy comes by and, just knocks over a cup of coffee that she was drinking. Oops, excuse me, Glop. And then the other fairy girls laugh too.
It's no problem, Katrina.
I don't know. She got this baritone voice.
It's no problem. I'll just get another one.
One of the fairies actually is Glop's friend. She kind of comes over. They're so rude. I can't believe they do that.
Oh, don't worry about them. They just woke up on the wrong side of the bed. She's really optimistic. They just woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
Someone really has to do something, Glop. This is so bad for you and your brother. I wish things would be different.
I think her attitude is more so like, just accepting it is what it is. That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is.
Fairies and orcs.
Well, you and
That's how it's always been.
you and your brother should come by and, maybe we can talk about like a new job for both of you. I know it doesn't pay. I think it pays like 2 freckles for you guys. And and it pays like at least like 50 freckles for us. So
2 to 50?
Yeah.
That ratio's wild. The 60s are crazy.
Crazy.
we got to talk about, your careers. Like, you can barely survive off of that. A Barfel burger is at least 5 freckles. So
Barfel burger.
You can't even get it.
How are you surviving?
Yeah. She got to have the old, like, we're just getting by attitude.
Well, I grow turnips in the backyard. Those are pretty good.
I'm sorry. What's a turnip?
It's like a dog, only it doesn't have legs.
How much sugar is in a turnip?
No sugar.
Yeah, she's also like, how do you eat that?
You're crazy.
She's like,
no
you
sugar?
nasty bitch.
No sugar. She like doesn't believe it because they eat and drink sugar. That's crazy.
What if the bad food is the non-sugar food?
Exactly. It's like totally opposite.
Well, listen, Dum Dum, come to my house, sometime tonight or tomorrow or whatever, and let's talk about your careers for real. And then while she says that, one of the other bad girls spills over her coffee. It's much smaller.
It's inside the thimble.
Oops, spilled yours too. Just God damn it.
And then Glop already got another one, and she was like, "It's okay, here, have some of mine." And she pours it in her thimble, and then the fairy knocks her big cup again. She's like, "Oh, that's okay. I'll just get another one."
What's her name, by the way? Like
her friend?
We have Kalili and her
friend fairy?
Their friend fairy.
Let's give her a nice name.
Janice and okay, Janice. So that scene ends. We're coming to their home. Mm-hmm. Let's say we're in Act 2 now, by the way. We got a good setting now. So Act 2.
We'll cut it there.
Cut.
Fucking cut.
So we're in Act 2 now. By the way, I have to point out that Wax, the producer, is here with the Rugrats socks, and it's absolutely phenomenal.
With the freshness.
It's
we're
fresh.
making it happen right here.
It's amazing. He's got Tommy, got Chucky. I need to get on that sock game,
Hey,
man.
man, we got it out the rug.
You're making me want to wear socks, and I'm really anti-sock. So
Really?
that's saying something.
Got it out the rug with the rats.
That's good, man. So we're in Act 2 now, and we're home of Glop and Gorp's house. Can't really call it a house. It's more of a hovel.
They're siblings, right?
Yeah, they're siblings.
Okay, yeah. He walk up in there like, he didn't even say hi. He just, walks up there with a big sigh like, long day.
What's wrong, Glorp?
If I wanted to talk about it, we would have had the conversation
Oh,
already.
damn.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna go to my room.
What is their house, or what does the rooms look like?
It's not even a room. They have
Mostly
like
dirt.
Nah, it's like you walk in, there's like the kitchen, and then there's a bed. And then it's just
It's a studio
there's
apartment.
one chair. Then the chair they use at the table.
There's 7 of them, and it's a studio apartment.
Oof, dang.
But they can't even afford like, no, that's too nasty.
I gotta hear it.
Well, it's like the fairies, you know, they make everything dramatically bigger even though they don't need to.
Yeah.
And they sell all the stuff that they would fit them to the orcs. So they have like tiny beds and stuff.
Oh, dang.
Like
That's
tiny
wild.
chairs and beds
That's
and
wild.
silverware.
Dang.
So it's not even regular size. Or it won't fit them.
They just put it on the ground and lay on top
So
of it.
exactly, their bed is
It's like a
essentially
tic-tac.
Yeah, it's like a tic tac. So they're like essentially sleeping on the floor.
So we have this scene of them like brushing their teeth. It's like a
Tiny
really
blanket.
small toothbrush.
So then even his teeth are so bad, it's like he has a line where he brushes, and the rest is like plaque.
Dang.
Yeah, he's going through it, man.
That's fantastic.
They're sitting at this table that's just like not really a table.
Yeah.
And it's just made for fairies.
Only thing he said to her is, I had 60 deliveries today. They're all tiny
They're all tiny.
into these giant buildings and these fairies. Then I went to Pixie, what's the place called?
Pixie bucks.
Pixie bucks.
Pixie Bucks. Almost got arrested for being an ogre. An ogre, you hear me?
That's terrible. I can't believe it's still like that.
Have you ever been called an ogre?
The O word? No.
With the hard R.
The hard R?
Not my ogre, my ogre.
I'd understand if it was Oga, like colloquially, that it's like a term of endearment, but when a hard R?
Damned pixies.
That's not nice.
I'm loving this scene. What's something that Glop wants she cares about?
She wants a horse.
All right.
Glop loves horses.
Horse. And Gorp, is there anything that you can see from your house or where you live, like a billboard of something, or like there's something that he looks at every night before Gorp goes to bed, and it might be an aspiration or it might be something that makes him angry, but we don't know yet.
So
we just see that he's looking intensely at this one thing. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say there's 3 moons.
3 moons?
Maybe he looks at 2 of them,
Hell yeah.
and the 2 of the moons are always arguing, and he just watches them.
What are they arguing about?
You're too bright. Well, you're not bright enough.
Yep, I like that. That's all right.
I'm just being a moon, just like you.
I'm only reflecting the sun's light.
That's what I'm doing.
Marley Gilbert Godfrey. Rest in peace to the big homie.
And then the third moon is kind of dull.
Yeah.
And that's the one he attributes to himself.
The dimmer one.
Yeah.
And then he
He's like,
attributes
"That
the
was me."
ogres and those 2 moons, like the ones that bicker with each
They're
other.
always bigger.
He attributes like the ogres and the fairies to that.
Oh.
And he attributes the dull one to himself because it's
See?
like, well, where do I fit in? All
Okay.
This?
We
Like,
made
this
it
is gonna
work.
go on. It's been going on before me.
Yeah.
Been going after me. I'm just here existing.
This is just my
Dang.
time.
How loud is this argument, by the way? Is it
It's so
ear-splitting?
loud.
No, it's not even so loud. It's just annoyingly loud enough. It's like, have you ever heard
Loud
cats
enough to hear
argue?
what they're
saying.
Or cats fight?
Yeah.
It's like that.
It's like that.
Damn you! Shut up! Like like
Why are you always here?
Stop looking at me.
You're looking at me.
yeah, and it happens in increments too. Like they stop for a second. Bright ass.
So bright.
You're bright. I can barely see anything.
I can't find my sunglasses.
Damn it. Move. It's good.
The
It's
dull
good.
moon's like, you're so
Fucking moons.
loud.
Okay, this is good. I think now's a good time for that topic wheel. Let's spin that bad boy and see what we got.
Spin that son bitch. Spinning.
It's spinning. What do we got?
Fruits.
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 Really?
Yeah.
Me or you put fruits.
I don't know.
Very interesting. Okay.
Are coconuts fruit?
Well, Glop was mentioning that she was growing turnips.
Are turnips fruit?
No.
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 What
But
if they have seeds?
she could be making like a turnip fruit salad? I don't know, but that's interesting. That's
Maybe
interesting.
they just think it's a fruit.
Maybe. It's a fruit.
It's a delicious fruit.
All right. So next day, Gorp is waking up late. His like tiny alarm clock is going
yeah, it's
off.
not
He can't-
loud enough.
He sleeps through it.
Yeah.
Because it's just like,
I know, it's just like,
yeah.
it's hella quiet.
Yeah. He checks his watch, which, by the way, is just a one of those like stone. What's it called?
Yes, he checks it with a magnifying glass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You mean the ones that point with the shadow?
Yeah,
It's a tiny one. It's like glued to his wrist.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like, so he's late. He's like an hour late.
Oh, these fairies are gonna kill me. I gotta get out of here. Mop, or what's her name?
Glorp or Glop.
Glop, where are my shoes?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh my God.
He gets up and he knocks over like a coconut out of the cabinet, and it falls and hits the ground and makes a noise. And she goes, "Horse, horse!
No,
Is
it's
that
a
horse?"
coconut, you clown. You can clean it up later. I gotta go. He rushes out the house.
Nice. So he's running. He's getting to his spot. You know, he's taking the commute bus. By the way, what does this bus look like? Is this like a pretty small
It's
bus?
actually a fancy looking bus
It's a
because
really
it goes
nice
into
bus.
town.
Okay. And is it just fairies sitting
The
next
fairies
to him?
make a mockery of them by like allowing them to see all this fancy looking stuff, but they never give the resources to.
Those bastards.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Chrome bus.
yeah, it's all chromed out, looking nice.
I think in this bus, I'd like to just have another orc be there, and
Named
It's a
Jason.
little bit, it's a little bit embarrassing because he's a very stereotypical orc, which, like in this case, is going to be he's dirty,
He's extra dirty.
but he's just like he's what you would probably expect of an orc. Like, I'm going to do battle. Who wants to battle me? Like he's
Right.
one of those like way too loud on
You
public
make us look
transportation
bad.
guys. He's like, who wants to battle me? My name is Bo. I am the strongest orc in land. And everyone's just kind of clutching the pearl. And then he points to Gorp. You there! You battle me because you are one of my kind.
Like, oh my gosh, not today, please.
Again with
What
this.
is wrong? Where is your weapon?
Who has a weapon? We're in the 21st century.
Fine, I will settle for a rock of paper of scissors.
Man, are you serious right now?
I will go first. Begin now. Rock, paper. And then he pulls out his scissors, but he pretty much gets mauled by a bunch of fairies before he can like actually dish it out.
And it's like, oh my god, this guy, man.
That's terrible.
Turns into a hate crime.
Yeah,
but
it turns into a hate crime.
But he just
What are you
gonna.
doing in the front of the bus?
So he just, like Gorp just gets out of there. He's just like, he's thinking he feels bad, but he's also like
Total embarrassment.
embarrassment. That's not who I am. That's like the stereotype, like to show like the other side of what orcs are.
He hears fairies whispering like, see, they're so anti-peaceful. If only they ate more sugar.
they need to eat more sugar. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So you're walking to your truck, getting dangerously close to noon, but you have work to do. However, you do notice in your pocket, in your bag pocket, I don't know why you bring a bag with you, but like it usually has a bunch of sweets in it. You notice in your pocket of your bag, there's a turnip in there, and you've never had a turnip. Your sister was growing them, but like you're not sure of like what would happen if you ate it. So
Right.
you have this in your bag, and you decide you notice that you're pretty hungry, so you give it a bite, and you are filled with energy.
Oh man, what's up with that turnip? It must have had a lot of sugar in it. It wasn't sweet though. I'm gonna have to figure out what she put in these turnips.
It feels fucking great.
Yeah, like it's the first time
I'm sorry, go ahead.
you've consumed something that doesn't have sugar in it,
Right.
And it's like nutritional.
We should establish that fairies only live for like 3 years. See?
Yeah, that's why
They
that's such bad
eat so much
attitude.
sugar. They don't know that it's what's killing them.
They multiply like gnats, so they're all over the place.
There's a lot of them. There's
they're all
tons of
over
them. But they eat so much sugar.
So this turnip that he's eating has done something to him. I want to cut to like a shot of like nutrition going through his veins because he's about to do this route that he usually does, but now he's starting to think like maybe there's something else I can do with my life, or like maybe I can actually understand words now. So he decides to go to the library. Like he's at a crossroads where he either goes to work or he goes to the library. And he decides to go to the library.
Back to the library.
But he sees the no orc sign, so he has to think. And we'll cut there for a break. Because I have nothing but... Cut! Hey, we're back. Welcome back, everyone. Before we get started, we actually have another sponsorship, I think. Yeah. Let's go ahead and spin that wheel and see what kind of sponsorship we got.
And that will, bro.
All right, we're spinning that. We're spinning that wheel. We're spinning it. Gary Busey.
Oh, man.
I don't even know who that is.
You're going to have to lead this one, man, because
You guys don't know Gary Busey?
So this podcast is sponsored by Gary Busey, and I just want to say personally, thank you, Gary Busey. And sorry,
It's me, Gary Busey.
oh, he's
I'm here today,
Gary
and I just wanted to give you guys my support. It's me, Gary Busey.
Gary, how old are you now? How old are you now, Gary?
I'm good.
Happy to hear that, Gary. Well, thank you for sponsoring this podcast.
I had a good breakfast. Yeah. I don't know, man.
Gary, like what have you been in? I forget what special.
I've been in some movies and some TV shows, and some ladies and some malls. I've been everywhere, you know. I played a cop, and I played Kirby, and I played Final Fantasy 7, and I played I played some stuff, you know.
You know, it's funny. Wax the producer actually plays Final Fantasy 7.
I love Wax the producer.
Yeah. You guys should connect.
It's like my favorite artist from Washington.
What's up, bro?
Hey, it's crazy to meet you. I'm a huge fan.
You got an intense voice.
Thanks, man. Man, I just got these teeth. They're big teeth.
Oh, the teeth make you talk like that?
Yeah.
Okay,
you know?
okay. I understand.
Oh, Gary, we really appreciate your teeth, and we appreciate you being here. Thank you so much.
Anytime, man. I just wanted to come to show you guys my support and make sure that you did my ad correct. I wanted to make sure it came out all right.
That's love, bro.
That's love.
Yeah.
Gary Busey.
Gary Busey.
It's Busey, but it's okay.
Busey? Oh, my bad.
It's fine.
Gary Busey.
I know I don't sound like myself today, but this is. I have a cold.
This is what a cold sounds like.
This is what a cold sounds like in Gary Busey's house.
You sound great, man. You sound great.
Thanks, Wax the producer.
Hey, man, no worries.
That foreplay though.
Hey, I'm sure you know all about that.
That foreplay volume 2. Oh my god. Incredible.
Thank you.
I gotta go, guys. I'll see you later. I gotta go tip a car
I
over.
appreciate you, man. We'll see
Tip
you.
a car over. I
I love tipping cars over.
Record that for us, all
Something
right?
to do with cows. I like doing it with cars. It's fine. I gotta go. I'll see you guys later. I gotta go.
Bye, Gary. Bye, Gary Busey.
Yeah, see you
Bye.
later.
Wow, what an incredible human being.
Yeah, he's intense.
He is human,
big teeth
right?
and all, you know?
Is he actually human or?
I think it's debatable, but we'll lean on the side of humanity.
Okay.
Hey man, he sat like right in front of me. I couldn't even reach my mic. That was crazy.
Those are the teeth, huh?
Huge teeth. I couldn't get past it.
Wow. Well, Gary, thank you again for sponsoring this podcast. We're going to jump right back into our story. Now, a quick little recap. We are following Gorp and Glop, orcs in a city made for fairies, kind of. But this is the 60s in not Fantasia.
You're close.
Fantopia. Do you want to? Fantopia. So we're in the land of Fantopia, and I keep want to say Glorp. Gorp and Glop are living in Fantopia, which is a fairy city essentially, but it's the 60s, so there's discrimination between orcs.
Yeah, there's some stuff going on.
Yeah.
It's hard times.
Gorp is a delivery driver, has kind of a bad diet eating sugar because there's nothing really else but sugar. And Glop is an operator, but they're facing discrimination every waking day. We've just had Gorp try a turnip for the first time, and it kind of changed perspectives for him because it didn't have just straight sugar in it.
He just feels so healthy now.
Yeah.
This gave him this big boost of energy.
Yeah.
Huge boost of energy.
So now he's running into the library. I don't think he has too much of a plan, but he's just trying to find a book. And he sneakily gets around like security and like the library fairy, finds a book, and amazingly he's able to read it. Like he can read it.
He just figures it out.
He's making out the words.
Turnips are brain food.
Yeah. So he's amazingly finding out that he can read. And the fairy is just kind of sneaking around the corner. Hey, what did I tell you about coming here?
But wait, I learned something today. I have to share this with you. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I was a little excited.
No orcs allowed.
But please, just give me a second. I have to. Please. I am Sam. Sam, I am. That. Sam, I am. That's Sam, I am. I do not like green eggs. Oh, sorry.
She's kind of bewildered. You know how to read?
You figured it out.
Do you like green eggs and ham?
I'm gonna throw some craziness in here for the hell of it. Glorp flips to the back of the book, and there is an incantation there. He begins reading it. What can you tell us the incantation?
I would not, could not, in a car.
And as soon as he says that, like, he's teleported to his car. It just like vanishes with the book in his hand. He teleports to his car. He's discovering that he can read now. On top of being able to read, he can actually read magic now.
Right. And then most things happening in
Fantopia?
Yeah, like most things happening in Fantopia, it's all opposite. You know what I mean? The fairies have all the big stuff. They have all the small stuff.
Yeah.
When he says something like that, he ends up in the car.
Yeah.
Even though they say would not in a car.
Yeah.
Everything's like this opposite effect. With magic, at least.
Opposite effect.
With magic.
So bewildered and just his whole world's kind of upside down at this point, he drives to Glop's work, just ignoring the traffic laws and the lights, because you can't really see them. They're kind of small, even though it's a pretty big city.
The lights are still small.
There's also
the lights are the only thing that is just tiny.
There's also like 6 lights. There's a purple light. There's a rainbow light. It's a little confusing. So
one light just shoots glitter,
right? just
yeah, one light's just a poof of magic.
Yeah, it's that one. That one means to just go for it, whatever you're doing. Yeah, and just do it. So
what are the rules?
Gorp has reached the Glop's job and is rushing in and really like just interrupting Glop in her work, telling her what's happening. And Glop, how do you react to that? Like what very excited. Like Gorp is just like explaining like one of your turnips just like changed I
casted a spell in the library. I read a book. Do you like green eggs and ham?
I've never had it. It sounds amazing.
No, it's a book.
A what?
What? Tell me about your turnips. What'd you put in those turnips?
The fairies are talking in the background as you guys are having your conversation.
Come on, you ogre.
Hard R. You gotta stick it with the hard R.
Ogre?
Those damn racists.
Stop being an ogre.
Just a pinch of magic. I don't know.
Pinch of magic? From where?
From my friend Janice.
Janice?
Little Janice magic on the turnips, and they
from
grow
your
big
job?
And strong. Yeah. This is my buddy.
Janice is peeking over the corner, and she's like, "Guys, come over here. And then you guys follow her. So did I hear that right? You ate one of the turnips?
Yeah. What did you do to him? What was in that?
Okay, that wasn't a turnip.
What was it?
It was a pixie fruit.
Pixie fruit?
Yeah.
But fairies don't even eat pixie fruit.
It's really rare, and I felt bad about the whole segregation and police brutality thing you and your sister have gone through. So I saw Glop like trying to plant stuff. You're really bad at it, by the way. You don't water your plants.
I'm supposed to water them?
Ogres.
Anyways, I decided to just help you out by planting a couple pixie fruits and watering them every day. You're supposed to give them lots of love and sing to them. I've been doing that secretly, and now you have pixie fruits.
But what do they do exactly?
They make all your wishes come true. Well, that's more of the broad sense. What they actually do is they increase your energy. They make you more optimistic, and it activates some like brain cells, I think. I don't really understand it myself, but it makes all your dreams come true.
Maybe, but I said something backwards, and then it happened.
Well, there is like a activate, if you have some latent magic ability, it does bring it out too.
So I'm a wizard?
Well, you're maybe like an orc wizard. Yeah, I guess so.
You're a wizard, Orky.
I would not, could not, In a tree? Boof, he's in a tree now.
Oh, snap. Poof to a tree? What's happening in the tree?
Well, he just realizes, oh man, he was just trying it out just to see what's going to happen. Yeah, so
Dang.
he's alone in this tree and he basically just says, I would not, could not, back to her office. So he poofs back. And then they're like, where'd you go?
Where'd you go?
It worked. It really worked.
Oh, my gosh.
That was amazing.
You
Glop.
don't even know what happened. Clown, ogre.
Glop, did you try one of the pixie fruits yet?
No.
We should try one now or when you get home.
Oh, I got a couple in my pocket. I like to carry them around.
All of a sudden, you hear something, boss from the background.
Janet, we need you out here.
I gotta go, guys. Listen, you guys shouldn't be here. You have magic powers now. You're both really intelligent. Don't be here, okay? Find your own path. And I gotta go. Glop, I love you.
Love you.
Bye, Gorp.
Intelligence.
So you guys are kind of left with this,
This newfound
this
stuff.
newfound discovery. And Gorp, how's Gorp feeling at this moment? Like, what is he thinking?
He's feeling like there's no need for him to work at this job because he can not fit in, but he stands out now.
Yeah.
And then I think it should go closer to like nighttime that day. Like they go home.
Yeah.
Doesn't exercise any more of his newfound abilities, but they go home, right?
Yeah.
And then,
Glorp.
Glop.
Glop.
yeah, Glob is anticipating trying one of the fruits or one of the turnips, whatever. Or
Yeah.
the little
That we now
magical
know
fruit.
is a pixie fruit.
Yeah,
Yep.
the pixie fruits. But the whole time, these names keep getting me.
Yeah. Gorp.
Gorp, he's just staring at the three moons,
Okay.
and he's no longer looking at.
What are you looking at?
I'm looking at nothing.
Stop looking at nothing and look at me.
Don't tell me what to look at.
look at me.
God damn it.
He's kind of just looking at him arguing. He's thinking to himself like, none of this even matters.
Oh. So at this point, like Glop, she's already had like a couple bites of a pixie fruit. She comes over and she's just kind of checking up on you. Like, Glop, what do you say?
Gorp, how you doing?
I figured it out.
Me too.
What have you figured out?
The meaning of life.
Is what?
We got to cut that.
Nothing as usual, you ogre.
I got nothing.
Do you, well, okay, just playing with ideas here. Because Gorp's always looked at himself as that third moon that doesn't fit with either
Yeah,
one.
now he doesn't feel like that anymore.
He doesn't feel like that anymore.
Because he has like the ability, he feel like he has some, like, why would I do deliveries anymore? Why life's not bland because I have something nobody else has.
Wait, the day is over?
Well, it's nighttime.
Well, then we missed the deadline.
Yeah, so I was gonna cut to a previous cut before this happened. The IRS agent is looking at his watch, and he is very tiny watch with a magnifying glass.
He also has one.
And he looks at the sun and he says, "I guess it's time to go orc hunting, ogre hunting."
He's coming for him.
Yeah.
And he makes a phone call. Gonna need some backup on this one, but that happens separately. That's
Yeah.
like right
And so
at
while
noon.
they're still at home,
Yeah.
he's looking up at the moon and they're, the whole time him and his sister having this conversation. There's like a knock at the door. And of course they don't usually get, any kind of visitors.
You guys have a door?
It's really small.
It's made of leaves.
Yeah, it's tiny.
Made of leaves, so it's like
They don't even knock. They just blow on the door.
they blow it and it opens up.
Hello.
The wind blows and all the leaves fall to the ground and moonlight shines through what used to be there. And the three IRS agents
Of the apocalypse.
come walking through and they say, "It's time to pay the piper, Mr. Gorp." And they load their magic pistols with death
Yeah.
dust. These pistols are called pixie guns. Okay, if you get hit with it, it does magic damage. Okay, so that's demonstrated by him like hearing some rustling because you guys are trying to hide, and one of them shoots at a corner like at a frying pan, really small one. And it just like you see it like evaporate or like
It turns into bubbles.
yeah, it turns into bubbles. Oh, that was great. That was great. So what are you guys doing now?
Well, they're still hiding.
Still
And
hiding?
he thinks to himself, this power I have must mean something. So, he pops out from under wherever they're hiding. The agent sees him. Mm-hmm. And they're like, where's the money?
Where's the money?
And he's more like, red fish, blue fish, one fish, two fish. And then, like, just the home they're in, everything around them just gets, like, surrounded in water.
Oh,
And they get brushed away, and they're kind of just, everybody's floating now.
and like the agents are just like swimming, like trying to not get swept away.
Yeah, it's like immediate
Yeah,
chaos.
like one of them gets swept away and is lost, but two of them are like hanging on. All of a sudden, like a giant ass like red fish and a giant ass blue fish, they're like bouncers, and then they're like, "What do you need, boss?"
Right.
And
Take care of these agents for me now.
they just hit their knuckles, they crack their necks.
Their fins.
And
Their
then the
fins have
agents are
knuckles.
hanging on the small little beams with their fingers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're in this house. It's so tiny. They're just like,
Yeah. What's Glop doing?
She's hiding behind him.
Okay.
she tries to use her powers, but the only thing she musters up is like a plate of like, she has like a healthier diet. It's
Yeah.
like a plate of like watermelon or something.
Watermelon.
Like while all this is happening, it's like she's just floating and then some watermelon pops in her hand.
Oh, dang. So she
That's all
really
you can think about.
really tried. That's the only thing you can think about, and just watermelon appears. And
A
that's
fucking horse appears.
oh.
It takes them away.
What about a watermelon horse?
A watermelon horse.
And Gorp's like, what is that? What is your power? What happened?
It's a watermelon horse. I don't know. Get on. Let's ride.
So like you're thinking about watermelons and you're thinking about horses, and it just
And the horse spits seeds at the dudes.
Oh, I
And the
like
agents
that.
are like the main agents, like, this isn't over.
Yeah. Well, no, they're still there. They're fighting. They're
Yeah,
fighting.
they're fighting for a while.
One of them.
They're not running?
No, they're not running. They're there for money. They're
I mean,
they're for
ogres.
death. The
The
ogres.
orcs. Sorry, I didn't mean to use the whole word.
Slurs.
Slurs. So one of the agents, they're taking beatings from these fish. One of them's more capable than the other one, and is pulls out from his pocket like a spell book, pretty much a really tiny one. But the book has like a black hole spell that instantly goes off as soon as he opens it, and it's sucking in all the water. So now it's getting drained as yeah. So like these fish, like they're fighting, but they're starting to like lose water too, and then pretty soon they get smaller and smaller as the
And
water.
then they hop into the black hole just for the sake of not having any water.
Yeah, but this distraction
where the
was
water went.
This distraction was big enough and good enough for you guys to get away. So you guys are pretty far from the house.
Running to the bus stop or something.
Yeah, and Glop is turning to Gorp like what do we do?
We got to get back to town now.
They start talking about how they need to find a place to go, and then another orc on the street sees him, and he says, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! Hold on, my brother. See, the way you talking makes me feel like you're not down with the brotherhood. Like you don't feel like you're part of this society.
You don't understand.
No. See, my brother, would you like a piece of this here bean pie?
Bean pie? We don't have time for this. The IRS is after us.
Oh, you too good? These light-skinned orcs always think they too good for the bean pie.
I have more leather than you.
We're not talking about color no more. That's colorism. We're not dealing with that.
Wow. This is the best scene in the whole movie, I think.
Just the whole tip
I
ass.
want to know more about this guy. Is this guy just on the street?
Listen, my brother. Listen to me, my brother. We got to get down so that we can get up together.
Get down. We're trying to get out of here.
Oh, you want to take a ride on this street?
My goodness.
It'll take you to a ferry, and
Why did you say
not that
that?
kind of ferry, the boat kind of ferry.
Why did you say
It'll
that in
take
the
you across
first
the island.
place? This guy's going to get us killed. Come
You're
on.
welcome, my brother. Take a bean pie on the road.
So this character, he's wild, but like his wife comes out. No, he's always talking and talking. He never shuts up.
Damn it, woman.
Listen, okay, y'all trying to get away from the IRS. We understand, okay? We do. We lost. There used to be a family. Now it's just me and him.
Oh, my God.
If you're trying to get away from the IRS, there's only one place you can go.
Where?
Tell him.
Freedom. Oh, you talking about Freedom Island?
Freedom Island, of course. Freedom Island. And the only way to get there is through a ferry, not that kind of ferry like my husband was saying.
The boat kind of ferry. I'm talking about the boat.
The boat kind of ferry, which actually flies too, ironically.
It flies.
Come on.
They still use oars, but it's like magic oars, so it floats.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just magic. It's just strong enough to carry him.
So this watermelon horse, is it still there? Are they riding on this watermelon horse?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I think they're using that.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're on the watermelon horse. The melon horse.
Okay. So I think this guy might take a piece out of this watermelon
See, got a
horse.
little piece. That's for Texas.
So they kind of look at each other and they're like deciding like, what do we have to leave town? What are we going to do?
We have to go. We have to at least try it. I'll call Khalil.
Khalil?
Kalili?
Khalili.
You call her? Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, how are you going to call it? Through magic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could not see Khalil. So instead of, he thinks, he just boom, pops up on her. He's
Yeah.
at work. They pop up in the shop.
Yeah. Is it nighttime still or daytime?
No, this is the next morning, right?
No, it was still
still
at
night?
night.
Still at night? Okay.
Okay, she's not at the shop. She's at home. Boom.
Okay.
They pop up in the room.
So, because you're all together, the watermelon horse and Glop and Gorp all appear in her apartment. And she's like, "What are you doing here? What?
Yeah, she screams.
What?
Oh,
Ah!"
I'm sorry, but we're being chased by the IRS. They're trying to kill us. I got magic powers, and my sister wished for a watermelon horse, but we need to get out of here.
Wait, what?
We need a ferry to take us to Freedom Island.
Hold on. Oh my God. Oh, okay. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. She's like in the middle of getting out of her shower, and she goes back into the bathroom. You guys are all in her bedroom.
Sitting on the tiny bed.
So Kalili's like, I can't deal with this. Can you all just hold on for one moment? She goes to the bathroom, and then all of a sudden you hear,
It's the IRS. We got to go.
call the police on y'all.
That dude from before is like, this bitch called the motherfucker.
He's there too?
Yeah, he just pops out of nowhere.
Yeah, he just pops
I
up.
just called the motherfucking Pipsy Popo.
How did you even get in here?
What are you doing? Get this guy.
My brother. He just leaves.
he just leaves after that. I like that.
Yeah, he's just
brother.
like, my brother.
Bye,
I'm
my
gonna leave
brother.
a bean pie, but now I gotta say bye. He gets up out of there.
All right, so you guys have to get out of this apartment because the IRS is coming for y'all. So what do? Do you jump out of the window with the watermelon horse?
Well, they
or
have
do
the
you,
watermelon horse, and what they do is they throw the watermelon horse out the window.
Oh.
And he goes splat on the concrete down there. And, the ferry, the ferry is just this giant, it's huge.
Yeah.
So they're like, pops and stuff like that.
So much horse.
And all you hear is the screams. And they're like, all right, that's our signal. We got to go. What? And
How does Glop react to the watermelon horse being thrown out?
What? She didn't name it, did she?
Nope.
Ricky!
All right, so Gorp grabs Glop and says an incantation to teleport out of there.
Well, he goes and knocks on the door where Kalili's at.
Yeah.
And she's like getting out the shower. She has her towel. Her clothes are there. And she's grabbing her clothes. Then he's like, could not on a train.
Oh, snap. So
On a boat.
On a boat.
On a
Okay.
boat.
So they teleport. They teleport to an adjacent boat to the ferry. Wasn't specific enough with that incantation.
The wrong ferry.
She was like, "What are you doing? What are you doing, Gorp? I don't want to be a part of this."
Well, you're the only ferry I can trust. I know we're not together. I know things went bad, but you're the only ferry I can trust. Everybody out here is trying to kill us or hates us. We don't have a choice.
Why are you even here? Why did you come to me?
I don't know. I was scared. We had nowhere to run.
Ooh, the drama.
Shut up. This is serious.
Who are you?
I'm Clarp, silly.
It's my sister. I'm sorry. I was scared to introduce her.
What's this magic stuff that's happening? You can teleport now?
It's a long story.
Yeah.
We had the rare fruit that was in the fairy tales, and I ate one, and I just was able to read all of a sudden.
Wait. You had a pixie fruit?
Yeah.
You know that's illegal, right? Like super, super illegal?
No.
Oh my god.
I didn't know it was a pixie fruit.
Oh my god. I didn't know you were doing drugs too.
It's not a drug. It's enlightened me.
That's what they all say.
Now.
That's what they all say.
God
and then they
damn
just
it.
get obsessed with power, and then they just teleport everywhere like you're teleporting now.
I'm understanding why they call us ogres. They want us to feel stupid.
Listen, you're not. You can be whatever you want. Don't let them bring you down.
We
you know?
should take the word back so that they can't use it no more to hurt us.
Did you eat the bean pie?
Of course I did. It was delicious.
What bean pie are you talking about? And why didn't you get me any?
It's a long story.
Was it had sugar in it, right?
That's why you shouldn't be eating sugar. Orcs don't eat sugar sometimes.
Listen, I can't be here, Gorp. I have a really good career at Pixie Bucks, and I'm just getting into Pixie College, and I'm sorry, I can't be here.
But we need your help. You're the only fairy that would ever help us, I thought.
The only way you can get onto the ferry is with a disguise. And
Disguise.
I can't help you with that, but I can tell you what it looks like.
What does it look like?
You just put on wings, and that's pretty much it. Just say you're big fairies.
Just wings.
Just big fairies.
We're
No.
big for our age.
Big for our age.
If you
We'll have to make it work.
if you say Gimba Gamba Goo, then you'll get fairy wings.
Gimba Gamba Goo?
And then all of a sudden, just pixie wings appear on Glorp.
Oh, man.
Gimba, Gamba, Goo.
And then just devil wings. He said it wrong.
Ah, Gimba, Gamba, Goo.
And then the fairy wings appear on top of the devil wings. Just gonna have to hide those devil wings. Okay?
It's the best we could do.
Listen,
Double-edged sword.
I'm sorry things had to be this way, Gorp, but we live in turbulent times, and maybe someday a relationship like ours can come to fruition.
You ever think society's just wrong, though?
I don't know, because we're not progressive enough to really think about
This
that.
is all they know.
This is all I know.
You know, the 60s.
Goodbye, Gorp, and goodbye, whoever you are.
I'm glad.
So Kalili flies away. So now you guys have these wings. And by the way, we're in Act 3 now.
Hardcore and I agree.
We're hardcore Act 3 already. And we have our heroes now wanting to get on this ferry. They got their ferry wings, and they're coming aboard this entrance, this ramp to the ferry. And there's a ferry there saying, "Tickets, please." You guys don't have tickets, but they see that you have your fairy wings, and it says, "I see you're one of the high class."
but of course.
I could not with the ticket.
And then it just appears. Oh, look at that. We have a
tickets.
show off. You could have just started with that, sir, but, well, whatever. What kind of fairy are you, by the way? I've never seen one like you.
We're from the north side. We're from the north end. We have big jeans.
Well, they sure make them big over there, don't they?
You know, you Northers always think you're so cool.
And Grandma casted a spell on us. It seems to be lasting a little longer than we thought.
Now I don't feel so bad and inferior. Good. Anyways, I've talked too much. Please enter the...
Thanks.
So as they're heading up, the IRS agent is trailing behind, and they see them boarding, and I forgot what his name was. We'll just call him IRS agent.
IRS guy.
IRS guy. It's like, hold it,
Matthews.
Matthews. Yeah, that was his name, Matthews. I'll turn around, but you decide to just keep going for that ferry.
Just keep going. Just
Keep it pushing.
Keep going. Don't look back.
Matthews summons a horse spell. He throws a scroll on the ground, and then a magic horse appears, and he's riding it.
And then she's like, "Oh,
Come on, we don't have time for this. Let's go. So he says, "All aboard," and the ramp for the ferry starts to disappear or fold into itself. And the IRS agent this is really impressive. He jumps from the magical horse, and then it turns into pixie dust, and then it transforms into an eagle, which he grabs onto to paraglide over to the entrance to really he just barely makes it to the entrance.
We're going over budget today.
He's grabbing, he grabs onto like the last ledge, and then he's starting to pull himself up, and you guys see this, and this just like really ruthless, like persistent IRS agent is just like, he's been through hell, you know, his suit's barely making it, but like he's still, you know, like putting his tie together and like adjusting his glasses. Mr. Gorp,
Why are you still following us? I don't have your money. You don't even give me a chance to get it.
you signed a contract.
I lost that job.
Oh, really?
I can get it back though if you give me a chance.
What does the manual say about this? He pulls out his manual and he looks through it. Okay. And then
him and his sister start creeping away and just looking.
In the class action section.
Just keep walking.
And in
Just
the
run.
event of an unlikely,
They're gone.
and he looks back to, I don't know what, and he looks back up and he says, oh, God damn it. So, you know, like the hunt is on, like they've made it almost to their destination, but they have one more obstacle, this IRS agent, Matthews. So you guys are like in the Galleria of the ferry, you know, it's like, there's like champagne, Fanta champagne.
Ooh.
Yeah. And,
Don't drink it.
it's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
And you see some more pixie fruits kind of like cut into like, hors d'oeuvres or something. I don't know. There's someone giving a pixie fruit to everyone. Pixie fruit? Pixie fruit?
Drugs?
Drugs.
Would you like any drugs?
So you guys kind of huddle together, you know, like you're not, people aren't really suspecting that you're an orc, but like you guys are here and, you know, and you could be made any moment. And then suddenly you see Matthews comes through, you know, and everybody stops and goes, is that a human?
Gross.
Gross.
Human.
That is so nasty.
What are you doing here, human? Matthews is
Gasp.
like, yeah. Matthews
Clutch
is
my
like,
pearls.
those aren't fairies. He points to Glop and Gorp.
Then they point at some other fairies. They're not fairies.
Yeah, they're not fairies.
And then one of the fairies is like, but you're not a fairy either.
I'm not a fairy. You're not a fairy.
But yeah, you're not that person's not a fairy.
What's a fairy?
That's a human.
He's not a fairy.
That's a human.
Get the human.
Get the human. So they all just like dogpile the human.
Yeah.
And they're just killing the shit out of him,
And that's
man.
the end of
Like,
Matthews.
they're just like, he's just, oh, you know, he's fighting them off, but he's just bones.
He just can't do it.
He's just bones by the
That's
end
the
of
thing,
it.
they kill humans easily.
Yeah.
Like they just to get them out of there.
Yeah,
They don't take kindly to humans.
They don't
around
like
these
humans.
parts.
He's a complete skeleton except for the sunglasses.
That's a wrap on
the one
Matthews.
thing that remains.
All right, we gotta get out of here before they figure us out. Like now.
Just keep your head down and keep walking.
I say they start creeping away, and then by the time they're done with the human, they kind of realize the devil, because they're creeping away. They see the
Yeah.
devil wings, and they're
Yeah.
like, something's not right. He's a phony.
What a big fat phony.
He's a phony. You know, right when they start to like, you know, pitchfork and like get all crazy, someone says, "Hold it!" And in comes this fairy with like a Fu Manchu, pretty much. It's an old fairy. And he says, I can vouch for these two. They are indeed fairies. They're just from the north.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we're northerners.
And they say, oh, okay. We could have just said that. And
Is
they all
it still nighttime?
It's still nighttime.
Yeah.
Still hear the moons arguing?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's that smell?
I don't know.
I think it's you.
Stop talking so loud.
You stop talking loud.
God, I hate you.
Damn moons.
So everyone goes back to normal and like the threat is eliminated. And the Fu Manchu fairy is like, I'm a friend of Janice's, or I'm Janice's father.
Oh, shit.
She told me of your
Janice.
predicament, and well, I thought I would help out an fellow orc, you know, be in the history books, the right side of the books, if you know what I mean.
He's one of the good ones.
One of the good ones.
Appreciate you so much. I don't know why you'd help us, and I don't understand the book, but we appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Oh, think nothing of it. Just, you know, in the future, lose the devil wings. They're a little easy tell right there.
Oh, I could not take away devil wings?
They go away.
Wow, it worked.
I guess I could have done that from the beginning.
That was pretty smart.
Wow. Well, I assume you're all going to Freedom Island.
Trying to get there.
That's the goal.
And what will you do when you're there?
Be
Be free.
Oh, be free, huh?
I'm
All
tired
right.
of working for the fairies. I'm tired of Pixie Land. I'm tired of cops. Tired of the IRS.
yeah, fuck the police.
Interesting. Well, you've come on the right ferry. And if I do say so myself, welcome to the free world. And he does like a gang sign.
His name is Bernie. Bernie Scampers.
Bernie Scampers.
His name is Bernie Scampers.
So Gorp gets to the roof of the flying ferry cruise ship. And he's out on the deck. He's looking at the arguing moons. I hate you. Why are you
hate
always
you.
talking so much?
Your breath smells.
And he's looking at them, and he just kind of looks over at the stars instead. It's a lot more serene, a lot more peaceful. You know, he's kind of like looking, in a way, he's looking past the divisiveness and the arguing. Glop comes up to meet him, and she's got a plate full of the pixie fruit, and she's eating it. And following Glop is about 5 horses that she's conjured. One's like a watermelon one, another one's like a mango horse,
Peaches.
cookie horse,
Cookie horse.
ice cream horse. And,
That's funny.
and Glop, Gorp, I just want to give you this final scene. Like, what do you guys have to say now that you're
We
sailing
gotta land
towards
this
freedom?
plane.
Borb looks out at the moon. The other ones are distantly arguing. He remembers the one that he'd always attribute himself to. And he kind of sees, instead of seeing it as like a downer, he sees how like it just meshes with the stars and it's peaceful because it's not a part of societal confusion as they reach the island.
You're making this too good.
You know what I mean? Then he has this realization of like, I just need more people to understand how simple it could be. Maybe you don't have to be separated.
Okay. Yeah.
We're all just people.
So
Eat
they,
your watermelon.
they have this beautiful moment, and then that guy with the bean pie shows up.
My brother.
Oh my God.
Glad to see you made it to the Freedom Islands.
How did you even get here?
See, that's where you got me messed up. I'm everywhere, my brother.
Who even are you?
I'm your brother.
Cut. That's the end.
Hooray, we fucking did it.
We did
Made
it,
to
y'all.
the end.
We almost made a coherent story that
We
time.
almost made a coherent
There were some
story.
real definitive scenes in there.
I would watch it.
Just a little bit. Yeah, I'd watch it.
I would watch it.
I'd watch it for sure.
Well, fine tuning, you know.
Man. Hey, I want to thank my guests, Nuckety and Wax the producer. Thank you so much.
Motherfucking
Hey,
producer.
man. Appreciate y'all having me on. It's been a good one.
Hey, Wax, please give us your socials. Where can we reach you at?
Hey, so again, appreciate y'all having me on. You can reach me at all my socials, actually. Wax the producer, all one word, you know, IG, Spotify, Apple Music, all that good stuff. Tap in, you know, if you're looking for something to listen to.
Oh, please do, because the kid's amazing. I'm telling you, man.
Amazing.
Trying, man.
And Nuckety, you can always reach him at where?
Oh, man, NUQADY on everything, man. Just come find me. I got beats. I got studio time, whatever you need. Hit me up.
All right, y'all. I want to thank you once again for completing this amazing story with us. We don't know if it was good or bad, but we did it.
It was probably bad.
It was probably
Yeah, I
bad.
don't know. That's probably, yeah.
It was definitely not good.
You can get that something out of 10. I don't know. Something.
Yeah, we did it, y'all. Hey, and I want to thank you for listening. Join us next time, and you know, stay goosey.
Stay goosey.
Stay goosey.
You bitch.
Pixie dust.
Bye.
Definitely not good.